Paddy Pimblett's still getting a load of shit for that spar he had with Dennis Frimpong. Well, it was like a straightener, but with shin guards on and gloves on. I think it was just like a legalised straightener. Look, the first thing I always like to say about stuff like this is at least they didn't do it on concrete outside and set a bad example for the people around them. Like maybe the young lads in the gym. Like they could have smashed each other's heads on car bonnets or slammed each other on concrete. But they didn't. They did it in a controlled environment. And sometimes what baffles me about the internet is how angry people get without even looking at the context of it all. Dennis Frimpong called out Paddy Pimblett to come to his gym and have a fight with him. Paddy Pimblett doesn't have to do that, right? Because he's a UFC fighter and I'm sure the UFC probably weren't happy that he did this. Now that they found out, I don't know, I would assume they're not. Usually they don't like when fighters go out and do stuff like this. But he went to his gym after being called out by him and they had a fight and they sorted it out. That's the end of that. That should be the end of that. But the internet has this weird way of making Paddy Pimblett look like a terrible person. Why would Paddy Pimblett hold on to that choke? Because they made a no tap agreement. He might have tapped out and it got separated anyway. He didn't even go to sleep. And you know who else agrees with me? Dennis Frimpong, the guy that Paddy Pimblett choked and held onto the choke to. He literally defended Paddy holding onto the choke on a tweet. Go check it out on his Twitter if you want. That should be the end of that. The internet is so weird. So weird at trying to make people look worse than they actually are. It was just a straightener. It weren't even a straight. They had gloves and shin guards on. Imagine if they did this outside. It'd be a different story. It could have gone much more differently. But it was in a controlled environment. They had it out and that's the end of that. But people on the internet like to drag things out and make him look like he's worse than he actually is. It's just a scrap and Paddy won. That's it.